Well, I mean, he obviously feels, if you listen to Professor Penn, very passionately about his students. He feels passionately that he needs to be a challenging professor and to do that in ways that cause people to think about what's around them, which is what universities do. And so it was an action that I think at the time had more mutual consent than not. I think that was what was judged at the time. I mean, that was discussed with the department, the dean, and the provost. And they collectively made that judgment. And Dr. Penn was involved in those conversations.
So you don't know why they made that decision?
Well, I think, you know, I think that I do know why they made those decisions. I think that's something that, as I've said on other occasions, I'll deal with hypotheticals, but I'm really not going to talk about what happens with the conversations then or now or going forward with Professor Penn. He's a fully employed member of the MSU faculty. If we were having this conversation 10 years from now, so let's put it in that context, one of the things that will be, you know, up on the list is trying to continue the renovations of Munn Ice Arena. That's on the planning docket for the board. There's not a clear revenue stream to do that. So we're going to go ahead with fixing outdated ice equipment. But that's an area that we need to do more on if you're sitting it from the athletic perspective and, again, using donor dollars. The stadium over this 10-year period will continue to require upgrading, whether there's concourses, restrooms, mortar, whatever you choose to do. It's going to really require just basic maintenance, and those are the responsibility of the athletic department. I think if you look at sports like wrestling, that's a facility that probably needs some attention. But again, it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. And that would be another fundraising target. But remember, we're an educational institution that has a responsibility to all of our student athletes. And we're not really, while some sports get more attention than others, they're all student athletes. And that's sometimes hard to remember in the media, and particularly the social media around one or two sports. So how you think about your obligations to our student athletes in terms of health and safety, academic support, facilities that give them a chance to compete, are not necessarily by how much money they make. Well, I think that the real action at a university level is at the faculty level with the staff supporting it. And there's a sense that somehow there's more of a command and control structure than I've ever experienced at a university. So part of it is just how you keep the team moving and have ideas about the direction of where we need to go. But a lot of those are really big, and a lot of units have to fit under them. But they're not as prescriptive as students believe they are, because really how we're going to be better how we're going to do better under international programs, how we're going to improve the value of our graduates in the marketplace are going to be determined by the faculty and the staff and the folks in the colleges and departments.